Last time Nick Bull was in the ring, he stopped Van Godor in the first round. Jerome Campbell's last 5 contests have all been points victories. Another one that comes from Kirby as an amateur.
Yeah, looked for Kirby, didn't he? All of his amateur career, and then he's gone over to Everton Red Triangle as a pro. And yeah, he's in a very exciting stable indeed. And this is a great contest because both boxers are undefeated. I mean, Jerome Campbell at 5'9½". Yeah, the tactics are plain and simple for him. Just got to maintain that gap, keep this man at bay. But that's easier said than done. Big shots over the top from the shorter ball.
Won a Muay Thai title as a kid, Nick Bull, before deciding to concentrate on boxing. Had a spell working with his dad as a plasterer. It's a strong man's game.
That's a tough game. Pro boxing's tough. Plasterer's labourer.
Oh, you don't want to arm wrestle against plasterers.
Proper job, that is.
Right! Stop boxing, stop boxing. Don't hold your own, okay?
Referee just telling Campbell to tidy it up.
Again, a position you don't want to be on against a shorter opponent. You're back on the ropes. Keeping the guard nice and high. Campbell blocking a lot of these shots.
Yeah, I was going to say he's throwing a lot of shots, but I'm not sure how many of them are actually scoring clearly.
But you still don't want to be there, though, John. You see the odd one gets through. It always looks like the shorter man is doing the better work.
Almost swung himself off his feet with that overhand right.
Maybe the tactic from... Oh, that's a good shot. Lovely right uppercut on the inside there. So maybe the tactic from Campbell is to tuck up, try and take these shots and try and make Ball burn himself out, but that's a risky gamble to take.
Well, it's an 8-rounder. If he can get through the opening flurries, you never know.
Again, I spoke to Peter McGrail up at GB this week, and he said that Nick Ball, he says he's an animal, Richie. He says he just keeps coming and coming. He's very fit indeed. Very, very strong. Talking about a guy, Peter McGrail, who's qualified for the Olympic Games.
He really does try to overwhelm people, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But Campbell's touch on Steve Goodwin shows Campbell. 6 out of 6. Won a gold in the Haringey Box Cup back in 2016. The year he turned professional.
That's a bit better from Campbell. The tactics for him should be plain and simple. He's got to keep the movement going, John. Stay off the ropes. Ring position, absolutely crucial. You've got to be off them ropes in that corner. Doesn't want to be there. You've got to be in the centre of the ring. Better from Ball again. Yeah, you've got to keep your movement going. Gets caught with a big left hook there from Ball. This is good stuff now.
He really does throw the kitchen sink in, doesn't he? There's no half measures with this lad. There'll be people out there looking at it, I'm sure, will be saying, yeah, okay, but he loads up so much on punches which are not really scoring shots. But having said that, it's relentless.
Relentless, and the odd shot he's getting through, John, you know. Campbell got to keep the movement going, try and concentrate on straighter shots and just stay off the ropes.
Well, he's not going to get away with that.
A little bit naughty there from Ball.
And here comes the talking to.
Okay, you understand? Yes, I'm taking points. Okay, don't throw. Okay, can you okay? Yeah, all good, man.
Campbell, you sense, just trying to weather the storm here. A little bit of marking around that right eye. Might be a nick there, just a little bit of blood. Yep, there is indeed a cut on the right eye.
Just a little bit better from Campbell there, just maintain that gap. And then, as I say, that ball straight on the front foot, realises the situation that he knows he's got to get to his opponent and puts him under pressure.
Some effort if Ball can maintain this sort of intensity for 8 rounds if he needs to go that distance.
This is going to be the big question, isn't it? Is he going to punch himself out? Nick Ball putting everything into every shot. He looks a fit kid, but how fit is he? Because he's started off in this contest at a terrific pace. Good shots there from Campbell.
Left hook particularly was a solid effort. Signs of Campbell just getting into the contest a wee bit more in the closing seconds of this second round.
Yeah, the sustained pressure from Ball won him the round. Campbell came back towards the end of the round, but it was definitely...
Both of them so far undefeated.
When you're up against this type of an opponent in Ball, obviously the jab is very, very important for Campbell, but the right uppercut as well. Campbell hasn't thrown that right uppercut yet. The way Ball rushes forward, just occasionally he might be open to that shot. You measure the gap and the distance with the jab, adjust your feet and bring him onto the right uppercut.
Ball maybe just taking a bit of a breather for a minute here.
That's what you got to do. You've got to move your feet, but then he just holds his feet again and lets Ball work away. And this guy really goes for it. You can't give him opportunities like that. You hold them feet, and he just fires away with those shots. Big punches going in again.
A lot being taken on arms, though. That wasn't on the arm. Left hand straight onto the chin.
Right, don't punch, not on the back of the head there.
Ball has just taken his foot off the gas.
He has, yeah.
Here.
And Campbell maybe should be firing more shots here, John. You have to recognise those situations when your opponent's taking a little bit of a breather. He's feeling the pace a little bit, he's put a lot into it, and he's just took his foot off the gas. And that's when Campbell should have been working a little bit more.
A couple of decent body shots there, though. The voice of Andy Gill in his corner saying, "There you go, lovely." Campbell landing more scoring shots than he did in the first two. Whether he... Good. Decent body shot from Campbell that time.
You tend to find that Campbell boxes better when he's in the centre of the ring. It's just that he's pushed back a little bit too easy, and he keeps making the same mistakes of going back to the ropes. When he moves back, he's got to then try and move around. You see, he goes back onto the ropes again, and that invites the pressure. And it looks much more impressive for Ball. He's just got to try and just move around his opponent rather than moving back onto the ropes, and just try and hold that centre of the ring. That will just limit Ball a little bit more. When you back up onto the ropes against Ball, that's when you're giving him a real opportunity to land big shots.
Hands after. Nice and tight. Keep going, nice and tight. Come on.
Campbell waiting for Ball to commit himself. Ball really breathing heavily. Set a frenetic pace in those opening 2 rounds.
I mean, Campbell's a tough kid, and he might be feeling the pace himself, John, literally because of the punches that he's been taking. He's been taking shots on the arms, on the shoulders.
Let him up, let him up.
There you go, that's it. Flood it, flood it.
Last few seconds of the 4th. Well, the referee is the man who decides that one. But Campbell seemingly have to dominate the latter stages of this fight. Some 4 or 5 inches taller is Jerome Campbell. But he's not really made that reach advantage tell.
I think what's happening now, John, is Ball is just naturally slowing down a little bit, and that's probably suiting Campbell. He's not so relentless, and as I say that, commentators curse. He fires forward. This is, again, good stuff, but when he does slow down, it just allows Campbell a bit of breathing space. But he's boxing this fight from the wrong areas of the ring. That's where he should be boxing, from there. That's where he'll have more success at punches like that. When you're back on them ropes, and you got this little fella coming at you, that's where you don't want to be. He doesn't want to be there.
Has a bull-like strength, Nick Ball.
Go from there.
Come on. Stand it on there. Right, nothing on the back foot. Wait, don't wait. Right, no punches.
Ball again just taking his foot off the gas.
You know, a clear example there, John, of just losing your position. He was in a good position there, was Campbell, centre of the ring, working well with his jab, and then just gets pushed back far too easy to the ropes. That's better from him.
Magic when you're in that position. From there, go, go, go.
Right hand gets through from Ball.
We need to work. Again.
Maybe Campbell trying to look for the shots that you were advocating, the uppercuts, but it's not had a lot of success so far.
Just been pushed back far too easy, Campbell.
Right.
I said that, trying to keep this man at bay, yeah, it's a big problem for all his opponents that he's boxing against. Ball. Remember, he's 12-0, he's got a good record, he's successful with his style, he's very strong indeed.
Only 3 rounds remaining.
Work
You can see he's been well schooled. Nick Ball, even look, he's a much shorter man, yet he's working very well with the jab, setting up the attacks like that. You know, he doesn't neglect his jab. He's busy.
Oh, little men. I mean,
that's better. Campbell.
You go back far enough to remember the tiniest of them all, baby Jake McLaren. What a good jab he had for a man who stood, what, 4'10", 4'11".
Absolutely, yeah. He had a great jab, baby Jake. I was there, John, in South Africa when he gave his belt to Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela was one of his biggest fans.
Yeah, his favourite boxer was baby Jake McLaren.
No longer with us, sadly. Missed with the big hook, but still managed to score with a follow-up straight left. Campbell not throwing enough punches. That's better. But then it's returned with interest.
We spoke earlier, John, about whether Ball could keep this pressure up, maintain the work rate. He clearly can.
He's a fit man.
He's fit. He's slowed down occasionally here and there, but generally he's kept it up. It's a great work rate.
Campbell getting a bit of success with body shots though in this round. But you sense maybe not enough. A nice left hook from Campbell.
Let's go.
There's the right hand he's been looking for. Seventh round, Campbell must know that he's got to win the last two to have a chance. It's good body shots.
Much better work look from Campbell. What we said all along in this contest about the centre of the ring and keeping the opponent on the outside, and it's just, like I said before, he just gets pushed back a little bit too easy, but he's boxing well at the start of this round, Campbell.
Just fancying it a little bit more the further it goes, as Ball inevitably loses pace a bit from the early stages.
Angles. Hang on, Jerome. Hang on. Right. No punches. Go.
Come on.
That's back up by half.
Here.
One shot, yeah?
And then slide, one on the gym, come up here.
Campbell's got to keep that right hand locked to his chin. When he delivers this left up to the body, John, Campbell, he's got to keep his right hand high. Oh, big shot there from Ball. That was a terrific right hand over the top.
Oh, he stumbled back onto the ropes there, and he's almost being knocked through the ropes. And the referee gives it as a knockdown, ruling that the ropes had kept him upright. And now Nick Ball goes looking for the end.
Needs to find a little bit of space here on the inside. Nick Ball, the shot that started it all off was that right hand, wasn't it? Super punch.
Looking to end it here.
Yeah, Campbell will do well to get through this. Still 40 seconds left of the round. Fair play to him.
Well, if there was any doubt about the scoring, I think that knockdown will certainly have ended it. Seemingly heading towards our third Liverpudlian win of the night. That's right hand from Campbell.
Up and down now. Right. So let him up.
Paul wants to finish it with a stoppage, and he's going to work again.
Yeah, putting everything into every shot, isn't he? Ball. You go back to the gym, work on certain things on the inside, how to find the gaps with his coach Paul Stevenson. And it's been a really dominant display this has against another undefeated boxer.
He's a handful, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And I think Jerome Campbell is decent himself. I just thought tactically he's got it. He just hasn't been able to keep his man at bay, but he's made basic fundamental mistakes of just keeping going onto the ropes all the time, John.
It wasn't a case of giving those early rounds away, though. He just couldn't match the non-stop aggression of Nick Ball. He's still coming on strong in the closing stages now of this 8th round.
But the simple mistake of keep going back to the ropes and into the corners against someone who's so strong coming forward, you cannot afford to do that. It's bread and butter for your opponent.
No punches. Tip and punch, tip and punch. Yeah, well done, not a while away now.
So with left-handed, you can hear the appreciative words coming from the corner from Paul Stevenson. He likes what his man's done tonight.
Yeah, good performance. Maintained the work rate throughout. He's very fit and strong indeed, this young fella.
Last chance now here. Can he just find something to end this fight in the last 10 seconds coming up from now? Brave man Campbell, seeing it through, just about.
Nick Ball!
Ball dominant, and the wide scoreline of the referee.